Princess Livia story time. Today I'm going to talk about all my near-death experiences. And trust me, I've lived through a lot of near-death experiences. Okay, so my first near-death experience was at 5 years old. I watched The Little Mermaid and saw Ariel singing underwater. Well, me, being a child, didn't know that humans can't sing underwater. Ariel can. Humans can't. Oh, and also, I just washed my hair, so don't come after me for that. Anyway, so, and what happened was, I jumped in the deep end, tried to sing, and, well, long story short, I almost drowned and died. My sister, coincidentally, knew exactly what to do. She took a babysitting emergency class before. So, she sprang right into action. She yelled, someone, call 911, and started patting me on the back, seeing if I'd cough up the water. Well, I did. And when I coughed up the water, my sister rolls me over on my back, and I'm like, Jesus. I was looking at the sun, and my eyes were still blurry from the water. But, and while I was in the water, I was struggling a lot. But then I stopped struggling, and I was like, this is it. This is how I die. And then I go face down in the water, float up to the top, and then my sister pulled me out. And what I didn't know is people were yelling, like, where is Livia? Where is Livia? And my sister's like, there's a body of water and the child's missing. The first place you check is the water. Duh. People don't know that, but now you do. So, yeah. And then second near-death experience. I think it was more of an out-of-body experience. But nevertheless, I think it was very near to death. I was just, okay. I was tired all the time, and my mom thought something was wrong, so she took me to the doctor to get my blood drawn. Found out I was just really dehydrated. I wasn't drinking enough water. And I fell backwards. And, like, everything went black. I fell backwards. Fell into a pharmacy shelf. Right there. Battle scar. These 3 teeth. That's why. They're unusually small. But I'm going to get them crowned. So, yeah. That was fun! No, it wasn't. But while I was out, my uncle David died a year prior to this accident. So, I see him. I'm like, I'm dead. Let's go to heaven. And he's like, no, your mom can't live without you. I'm like, well, I'm done with Earth. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty miserable place. He's like, okay, God told me to come here and tell you to go back. And I'm like, what if I don't want to? He's like, I'm gonna have to use force. And I'm like, you can't force me. And he's like, if I have to use force, I will push you. I'm like, well, You can't. He's like, turn around. I turn around. There's my body just laying there unconscious, and someone already put something over my chin. And I could see my teeth were knocked out of my mouth. And my mom was just kneeling there, waiting for me to wake up. I'm just like, yeah, that looks painful. I'm not going back. He's like, Livia, go back. I'm like, what if I don't? And he's like, you stubborn little girl? Okay. I'm going to count down from 5. And if you don't go back, I'm going to push you. I'm like, but 5, 4. I'm like, it's not going to hurt it or anything. He's like, when you get slammed back into your body, it will hurt. 3. You know what? I'm not even going to count. Like, oh my gosh, am I dead? And my vision was all blurry, and the pain kicked in. So I started going like, oh my gosh, I'm dead. Ugh. And my mom is carrying me. Like, they called my dad to come get us. And my dad is like we're not getting an ambulance, and he was just sleeping. So he came to get us, and we don't live too far from that pharmacy that we're at. So while my mom is holding me in the backseat of the car, and my vision is still blurry, and I'm choosing to close my eyes because I didn't want to see what the heck was going on with my mouth, but I could taste my own blood. And I'm like, I'm dead. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. And she's like, you're not dead, you're talking to me. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm dead. And she's like, you're not dead. I'm like, Mom, I'm dead. And I started crying, and she's like, you're not dead. I checked your pulse. You're alive. I'm like, and that confused me, but then I thought, I'll wait until we get to the hospital to explain. So we went to the hospital, emergency room. They right away got us into the emergency room because they saw me limp in the arms of my mom with my chin split open and me spitting out blood. And they're like, okay, we gotta get this person in right now. So we went in, they numbed up everything, stitched me up, and I was good. Near-death experience number 3. I almost got murdered by a crazy girl at school. Okay, so this girl was crazy. And, she was smart too. And my mom was a bus aide at the time, but now she's a bus driver. But she was a bus aide. And she told me that this girl would always be flexing, like, I'm gonna run away from school, and the cops are gonna come after me, and then I'm gonna run away again, and crap like that. And I am just... And my mom's sitting there, and she hears all of this. Well, she was smart enough to know that's my mom. And she wants to murder me. So she's not gonna flex on murdering me yet. She got to school and started telling my friends and my peers, oh, I'm gonna murder Olivia. I'm gonna sharpen my pencil. I'm gonna stab her right in the neck. So, and then my friends alerted me, hey, yeah, crazy over here, she's going to stab you in the neck. I was like, thank you for letting me know. So I was on edge the whole day, and good thing she sits right next to the teacher. That's how crazy she was. She sits next to the teacher in the corner, where she can see the board, but the teacher can see her. And And then she goes to sharpen her pencil. And I see her get up, and I watch her walk over. And then she looks at me with a smile that says, "I'm going to kill you." I'm like, okay. So I stand up a little bit in my seat. I'm ready to run. She lunges at me. Adrenaline kicks in. I bolt out of the way and I start running, screaming, "Help me! She's trying to kill me!" So I keep on running. "She's trying to murder me! Help!" And then she got so close to my neck with that pencil. She's like, "Ah!" Well, my lamp just fell, but she's like, "Ah!" And I went, "Ah! Help! Help! She's gonna kill me! Help!" And I'm screaming for help.
Night. Love you.
Okay, well, it's bedtime. But anyway, so she's trying to murder me. And, well, these kids started, like, watching what's going on. They initiated a full school lockdown, but before anything could really happen, a kid ran, oh, my hero, this kid ran out and kicked her in the stomach and got her off of me, and it was this close to my neck, right there, the jugular vein. She was smart. She was gonna kill me, and I swear I wasn't trying to get on her bad side. I think she just wanted to kill someone. That's the kind of crazy she was. And this kid, she got put in juvie. So at least she's not gonna try and kill anyone else. But adrenaline was my best friend that day. Yeah, oh my gosh, it was one of the scariest. Have you ever almost been murdered? If you have, you understand the fear. Okay. Well, I also, I'm pretty sure there's, like, more. I almost died in my sleep. But that was peaceful. But then I wake up and I'm like, okay, that was just a dream. A very pleasant dream. So yeah. And that, oh, and when I was 4, I was thrown across a room. It was a big misunderstanding. You know when you have a kid and you, like, pick them up by their arms and, like, spin them around and they, like, yeah, well, my brother and sister were watching this kid do that and they got worried, so they said, "Let go!" I went flying, got a scar on the inside of my mouth. It was a really long time ago, so you can barely see it, and I got pulled down my lip really far. I think it's gone. But other than that, and a baby tooth got knocked out in the process. So that's always fun. And as a dramatic 4-year-old, I was crying the whole time. They put a rag on my mouth. And my mom, this was in the church while my mom was cleaning. And my brother, sister, myself, and this other kid were playing in the gym. So, and she says she heard me scream, thud, and then scream even louder and cry. And that's how she knew something was up. Well, Bradley felt really bad, And oh, that was the kid's name. He felt really bad, so he called his mom to pick him up, and he just sat there in shame. And I came back to church the next Sunday. Oh, my lip was swollen like this. And I was constantly holding an ice pack. And he was like, "Oh, thank goodness you're alive. I hope that swollen lip isn't forever." I'm like, it's not forever. It should go down. I just need to ice it for like, I don't know. And I was talking like this for a really long time because my lip was all swollen. But I got more ice cream because I needed the ice in my mouth. So. And yeah, that is all my near-death experiences. Glad you can join me for it. And glad you clicked on this video. So, okay, bye!